Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. Lately I've been experimenting a little with Tempo Rogue, which is an interesting archetype that has not seen a lot of play overall during Knights of the Frozen Throne, but it holds a lot of promise. A lot of people are currently building Tempo Rogue builds that are focused around Prince Galacet, so they don't run any 2-drops, so they have like double Prince lineup. So Prince Galacet buffs all of their minions, then they also have Prince Valana, because there are not that many great 4-drops for Rogue right now. And that's definitely one path that you can take, and once the Fiery War Axe nerfs and the other nerfs are coming live, it might even be the better path to take, because those types of decks which are running Bone Wares and stuff, getting a lot of buffs, they have more late game value than the build that I have right here. So those kinds of decks might be better once the nerfs are live, and it will be interesting to experiment more with this build and this archetype once that happens. But for now I've been running this kind of more aggressive Tempo Rogue, so I'm running Leroy. Come on, Leroy Jenkins, Rogue, that's like a classic. And I'm also running a lot of 2-drops, so I'm not running Prince Galacet in this build, because I want to get on the board, I want to challenge the board and just apply a lot of pressure, see if my opponent has a lot of weaknesses in removing stuff when I put in the Pirates and the Lashers and the Hucksters and stuff. Then if they have problems removing stuff, then I can use Cold Blood, maybe get even a couple of hits into the face with that one. I have the Eviscerates to finish it off. I have a lot of removal in this deck. There's Sap to gain tempo, like the namesake, and then there's double Plague Scientist, double Vile Spine Slayer, a ton of hard removal. So the deck is able to apply a lot of pressure. If you find the right cards, it's also able to generate a lot of resources, because Hallucination creates resources, Hucksters create resources, Shaku creates resources. So it's been some fun times playing this deck. Overall, I don't think this build is completely tuned yet, so experiment at your own risk. That's why this is not really a how to play video, more of a just an experimentation and showcase video. But I think something alongside these lines, something about this archetype is something that looks very promising for when the nerfs come. Maybe it will be built around Prince Galacet, maybe it will be built around this kind of faster core. I don't know about that yet, but something to keep in mind for next week, definitely. Alright, but let's take a look at a little gameplay with this, see how it fared in the games. And if you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel for more. Let's take a look at that gameplay. I mean, Sap is great against high main, but how do I live long enough? I just can't hold on to any of this. I have to fight the early game, so that like, oh, patches, no. Why? Why Patches the pirate? Why? Not bad. Okay, well, against the Hunter I do want to get on board on one. Now I'm giving him the information that I have Patches in hand. But that's fine. I need to do that again, but not today. Today is not an eternal day. But some other day. I also need to set up the Elder Scrolls Legends so that I would be able to play that one too. I think I would like to play all of these 3 card games on stream, at least occasionally. I was pretty frustrated playing Hearthstone. No, punished. He has the coin still, so he can coin Houndmaster on that. If he coins Houndmaster on that, is that just the end of the line? I think that's way too scary. I have to eviscerate. Let's talk Rexa. That sounds okay. Then I'll eviscerate the Golaka. Yeah, Alon Morrison bad Patches. Needs to learn to stay in the deck. Yeah. No, a bear shark. How do I ever kill a bear shark? He can Houndmaster this now. How do I recover from that? With patches I could build a 4/4 Edwin. And patches hits here. If he Houndmasters, he hits face, 4/4 Edwin can still trade. I think 4/4 Edwin is the play. I think 4/4 Edwin is the play. There's the risk that he kill commands the Edwin. He can't kill the Edwin with the bow, but he can kill Edwin with kill command. Or he can pick up Divine Shield. Okay, +1/+1 is not too bad. Ha, double evil. Double adapt. No. Oh. Okay, that was pretty rough. Okay, I think I need to play these out now. There's also a chance that I Cold Blood Shaku. But we'll see. Does he have the Houndmaster now? Houndmaster gives this 5 health. Then I can still use Razor Petal and Cold Blood Shaku to kill it. I can't deal with the rest of the board. He has the Houndmaster. Sea Giant, what? Oh. Well, that was something. This is going to be one of the strangest games I've seen. If I take 5, I can keep Shaku alive. I think I might need to do that. Then I have some potential to punish him. Yeah, I need to do that. So Shaku will go here. We're going dead stuck. I don't think I'm going to win this game. I think the Sea Giant is going to make very short work of me. But I think I needed to do it like this to keep Shaku alive, so I hope this forces him to trade into Shaku. It's very unlikely he has 4 cards in hand. Very unlikely to force him to trade into Shaku. But at least there was a chance. Now there probably is not. And still there's a Houndmaster out. Okay, so I must not... Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, there's a Vile Spine. I can't use the hero power this turn. I have to clean up the board. Need to hallucinate into Vile Spine. And there's probably no way to keep Shaku alive. I could also use on the hunt. Hallucination is probably better. Toxic Arrow, yeah. Thing is that I'm on a rather short clock. I'll use on the hunt here as well. Maybe I need that. I would need to find the lifesteal minion, basically. And he must not find kill command. Or charge. He mustn't find kill command or charge, and I must find a lifesteal minion. That Hover was a sweet roll from him. That was 4 extra damage, and that was really, really significant. Extremely significant here. I need to get that lifesteal minion. These don't have lifesteal. Arthos could give me a Death Knight card. Let's take the Fledgling. Fledgling Stone to score. Yeah, that's the play. But I need to take the trade here. And I can play the charging fledgling. I can cold-blood it. Let's see if I can find Wind Fury. I can find Wind Fury. Into stealth. But I think I'm dead. All he needs is a kill command. He should have a kill command by now. He has 5 cards and he is halfway through his deck. Kill command or charge kills me. So that means no kill command. That's good. Oh, it just meant that he's just... Oh, okay. He was just toying around with me. I'm going to draw something cheap that I can use with the SI7 agent. It's a little bit annoying that I don't have the coin. I would love to have the coin against Paladin especially. But there will be something. And Huck's turn 2 is not that bad. He's going to come in hard with Murlocs though, which can be difficult. And if he has like Rockpool Hunter follow up to this, then it's going to be pretty rough. But let's see. Okay, do you have the Rockpool Hunter? Rockpool Hunter is by far the best thing he could have right now. Ouch! It does hurt when that happens. It does hurt. He almost made a mistake. If he had face, that would have been a huge mistake. So I want to kill this one now. And there's no reason for me to play the deckhand here. So I have the ability to play deckhand SI7. Oh, that's annoying. That's really annoying right now. Because it keeps the Murloc very effectively alive. I'm almost wishing I had kept the Deadwin here. Well, now I have a board clear, which requires me to hit here. So backstab, SI, South Sea, hit with the dagger, which will leave me with an SI7 agent on board. Pretty complicated board clear. But I think I'll take it. Alternatively, I could use code, but I think it's better like this.
This guy's toast.
I still have patches left over. I don't think I want to leave patches alive. I'd rather take 2 and leave patches alive. Because this should ensure that I have a minion for next turn. I mean, he could have like a Rallying Blade or something to kill 1 minion. But he's unlikely to kill 2. Then maybe I can use Blake Scientist to my advantage here. We'll see. But it does hurt when he gets double Stonehill Defenders. That is so good. That is so good. Man, hating that. That's a very powerful draw. Let's hallucinate first. Blessing of Kings doesn't sound too bad. But if it's a noble sacrifice, I play Blessing of Kings. It's got to be the Blessing of Kings though. If that's noble sacrifice, I cannot get rid of the minion. Let's see, I'll do this. I don't think it's noble sacrifice. It was getaway Kodo. If it was noble sacrifice, then, well, he would still have the 1/4 on board. But that would still not trade very well with these, and there would be no Spikerid Steed coming. That's pretty powerful though. Do I trade everything or do I try to go face? Next turn is the Spikerid Steed turn. I think I'm going for a trade plan here. Hit here, dagger there. What if he has Consecration? Then I'm in a lot of trouble. I still think it's correct. Consecration is so rarely played that it's better to play around Spike-Rit Steed than it is to play around Consecration. I'll even jam the Razor Petal Lasher out there. Because Consecration is now like really super important for him. And it's very unlikely for him to play that card. That's a lot of Stonehead Defenders though. He's probably going to be able to Tarim this board, so let's say I go for Gold Blood, then Tarim is very likely an answer. So this guy trades there. I'll use Razor Pedal. Double hit on that one. But I'll play the Captain but not Cold Blood yet in case there's a Tarim next turn. So this guy trades here. Because it does anyway. This guy hits here. Razor Pedal hits there. I hit there. I play the South Sea Captain. I could push 10 to face, but that's really weak to Tarim. It's not that weak to Tarim. Let's push 10 to face. Let's ask him the question. Do you have the Tarim in your hand now? Because I have Dino Size for next turn. He plays Tarim, I can play Dino Size. And he can't get any minions out in addition to Tarim unless he has a 1-drop Murloc in hand. Do I have lethal? So Leroy in the Plague Scientist on this one, and that's lethal. A doctor. Boom. Boom. Tempo rolled. I'm mulligan for somewhere in between. I'll keep the backstab. I wouldn't against Jades. But I'll also keep the Huckster, so I have some minion pressure if this happens to be Jade Druid. Now I can Huckster on 2 into South Sea Captain on 3. But that's an Aggro Druid. Please don't have Innervate into Mark of Yashurash. Okay, that's not Innervate into Mark of Yashurash. Okay, okay. It's all cool. Now I just need to dagger up. And kill the Patches. And I need to backstab the Beast. I really don't want to give him additional card draw. Next turn I can play South Sea Captain, which will pull a 2-2 Patches out. And the 2-2 Patches can kill this beast. Alright, now we're talking. No point for me to use a weapon charge here. It's still tough because he can swing this at any time with some living manas and stuff. Hydra is also pretty rough. I have no activator for the Vilespine Slayer for next turn. I need to play double Huckster here. That Hydra is going to be a pain. These give me a chance to find a 0 mana spell from Druid to activate the Slayer. So if that's a Savage Roar, then this sets up for a 2-turn lethal, right? Savage Roar is 12 plus 3, that's 15. Yeah, Savage Roar sets up for 2-turn lethal. Well, I need to start hitting it with these and see what I can find. I need to attack the captain and I made that one. I did that one the wrong way around. I might actually go with the captain. I'll do it like this instead. Because this, yeah, this might even be better, even though I made this only because I screwed up the order. But if he has Living Mana, then Starfall is one of the few cards that allows me to recover from that. I still have to read there's a Savage Roar in hand. Backstep's good. One mana spell is enough to activate the Wild Spine Slayer if I need it, so I can do it like this. Alright. He already used both Marks of the Lotus, so I can answer Starfall unless he also has an Innervate. I mean, I can answer Living Mana unless he also has an Innervate. Alright, that's some Prince action. Okay, we're pulling this off. We're going to make it. We're going to make it. The day is ours. Yes. I might hold a Wild Spine Slayer on a coin. Let's see. Aggro or Jade? I'm betting on Jade Druid. It's an Aggro Druid. Man, this is interesting. Next turn I have the option to coin the captain. He's going to take value trade on patches, right? I'll play the deck hunt here. Let's get on the board. I don't want to spend the coin yet. I might need the coin still. Oh man, that crawler. Okay, that was pretty huge. Okay, that was too good. I didn't expect the crawler. I probably should have expected the crawler. Yeah, I guess I lost. That's the problem when you play pirates. That's why I have built a lot of decks without pirates, because I generally hate to lose whenever the opponent happens to have a Golakka crawler. And it's much more powerful against Rogue than it is against Pirate Warrior, because Pirate Warrior just has so much stuff that the crawler can get out overpowered, but it's much more likely to get the job done against the Rogue. I think I need to kill one with the dagger now that it's still possible, because if he has a buff, then killing them with the dagger is no longer going to be possible in a while. He really wants to kill stuff. I don't want to sap back the crawler. I probably want to coin the Wild Spine next turn. But this turn I could play Lasher and I could play the Razor Pedal. Or I can play the Huckster, which doesn't really do much. I guess this is the line now. I'll save the dagger charge. Next turn is coin Wild Spine. He's very aggressive. Let's coin the Wild Spine and kill this one. He's being very, very aggressive. Interesting to see where this one is going to go to. I can sap the Hydra. That will buy me some time. Now he thinks I made a mistake, but I didn't. I wanted to kill the fledgling and sap the Hydra. I will play the captain because I want to be able to kill the Hydra next turn. So we sap the Hydra. Play the captain. I'll probably still lose this game. Does it vanish wreck Aggro Druid? Yeah, it does. I mean, if he has living mana here, then I will just lose. But if he tries to replay the Hydra, then I have a chance, unless he has an innerbate. So I'll backstep the Hydra. Backstep the Hydra. Yeah, both of these will still die. So do we need the Huckster on the board more than the captain? I think I do need the Huckster on the board more. So let's sacrifice these two into the Hydra. Play the Huckster. And I think I can afford to hit face with the dagger here. I'm still dead if he top decks living mana. So please don't top deck living mana. Oh, Mark of Yashrash, no. I mean, how likely was he to have Beast and Mark? Pretty unlikely, but it was possible. We could have kept the 3-1. Could I? I don't think I could. So I'm gonna run the deckhand and this one into the crab. Let's run this one into the crab first. So we get to see what druid card I can pick up. It's not a bad druid card, but it's not good enough right now. And I'll sacrifice this one to kill his minion. Still get to push a little bit of damage. So I have 13. I could have set up for lethal if I didn't trade away the minion. No, not really. I could not really have done that. Now this is lethal, right? 6, 12. 12 plus 4 is 16 and 17. Yep, that's game. Excellent. He was celebrating his victory a little bit too soon. So yeah, Geist is definitely correct, in my opinion. That's what I use as well, and that's the only way I can beat Jade Druid with Control Warlock. And I still have a bad win rate, because first of all, you don't always draw the Geist, and second of all, you can still get out tempoed by the Jade Druid. They don't need to get infinite value. So you still end up losing, which kind of sucks. But yeah, I have a bad win rate with Warlock against Druid. But the best things that I have done have been to just run them out of resources. Druid is the best deck for a reason. On the other hand, with Nesot Control Warrior, last season I played Nesot Control Warrior to Legend and I went 13 wins and 1 loss against Druid with Nesot Control Warrior on the road to Legend. That was from 5 to Legend. 13 wins, 1 loss against Druid. I think we're going all in here. We're going all in with the Cold Blood. He could have Wrath, he could have Swipe. But let's make him use them if he has them. Of course, that was on the way to Legend. So I played to Legend after the... Oh man, that punishes. Spreading Plague, winning games. If it only was 6 mana. If it only was 6 mana. I can't beat this, right? There's no way for me to make the Razorbill Lasher survive. There is one way, but it's pretty tricky. It's the coin Eviscerate on 1. And Plague Scientist this one into a deadly minion. Then this will leave with 1 health, so if he has Wrath or Swipe, he gets to deal with it. Doesn't feel good. I lose the Swipe now. I mean, he first had to have the Spreading Plague, but having the Spreading Plague makes it so that I lose the Swipe. Ha! He had the Spreading Plague and the Swipe in the first 8 cards. That's game. Spreading Plague and Swipe in the first 8 cards was too much. That's a way for Jade Druid to win. After the Spreading Plague is nerfed and he couldn't have played it that turn, then that would no longer have been a way for him to win. So that's also interesting. So now he has Ultimate Infestation that he is ready to play on turn 6. No, on turn 7. He had a bit of a bad ramp here. I can force that Ultimate Infestation to go into Leroy. That's probably the best play I have. It's not great, but it's the best I have right now. So this pushes him down to 12. But now there's the Ultimate Infestation. So, yeah, he had Spreading Plague on 5. On 4. Into Swipe on 5. Into Ultimate Infestation on 7. Yeah, that's too much. That's too much. That curve is unbeatable. I'm really curious what average first UI comes out. Yeah, sometimes it comes out on 4. 5, 6, 7. I guess 5 is still a bit rare because I can remember times when it has come down on 5. Many times. But I guess it's still a bit rare. I guess that's the play. Let's hope he doesn't have a Primordial Drake. One of those days, one of those days, one of those games. What can I even get here? Yeah, that's not it. There's no way to deal that remaining damage. I might as well concede. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.